This then is the Ipswich side. No real problems for manager Bobby Robson. There was a small doubt about the fitness of keeper Paul Cooper, but he's all right. Eric Gates is the substitute. 11 goals in their last 3 games, but they've played only 3 times since Boxing Day. As for their visitors from London, Orient, they've taken 14 points from the last 18, but they've had a couple of worries this week. Ian Moores, number 8, has had flu all week and only got out of bed to play today. And Tony Grealish, the number 4, passed a test on a back injury less than an hour before the start. Here's striker Peter Kitchen, whose goal-scoring took Orient to the semi-finals last season. And, of course, since then, Ralph Coates, so long at Tottenham, has joined the club.
And a lot of credit to this man here, Trelford Mills, the referee from Barnsley, who inspected the Portman Road pitch at 10 o'clock this morning. Gambled a little bit as he gets us underway, but with the help of the local groundsman as well, who suggested that there might be enough given the turf come 3 o'clock, which, in fact, is the way it's turned out to be. Both sides, in fact, able to wear a short stud on this snow-covered pitch. Ipswich in the white, attacking the goals to our right, and Orient in their familiar all-red. Two sides who know so much about the Cup. Ipswich, who won it in glory at Wembley last season. Orient, of course, who had the despair of being beaten semi-finalists against Arsenal. Well, a free kick then to Mick Mills is swinging in there, and up goes John Jackson with a good safe gather for Orient. It's now with Coates for Orient. Back for Nigel Gray, a long high up and under there. Osman underneath it and Kitchen, and it might come now for Moores. It might come for Mayo. He tried a shot. It could come for Moores, and it called for a good save by Cooper. And Orient could so easily have gone into the lead there when that long ball dropped down, and Kitchen was involved in it in the first place. Mayo and Moores both looked as though they might get a stab at it. In the end, it was Moores who shot it through a crowd, and Cooper did well. Walk finding Muren. Muren, a little bit of acceleration. Very far off target. Well, the Ipswich crowd are shouting for Arnie. Arnold Muren. Mayo. Chidozie heading it on. Kitchen with the slip. And the ball coming off Chidozie for an Ipswich throw. Grealish. And now Beattie losing it to Moores. Now for Mayo. Here's some space for Chidozie. And Mayo. Oh, there was space there for Mayo when Chidozie crossed that one in. Caught it on the half volley, in fact. Coates. Some very good ball there by Coates. Always going to embarrass Mayo. Mayo, number 9. Gets it away, but not very far. Muren. Play on, said the referee. Brendan Mills. Beattie coming into the Orient defenders applauding this man, and no wonder. And Mariner commiserating with Beattie, and no wonder. He hit that beautifully. But what a save by John Jackson there. So it's Woods with the corner. Curled in. Jackson fisting it away. It looks as though it's going to be one of those afternoons for Jackson. Tibbett, time to consider a lot of things. In fact, the whistle had gone. And it's a free kick. What a marvellous save that was, though, because when Beattie hits them, they stay hit. Here's Ian Moores. Now Burley. Comes from Mayo. And now Muren to Mariner. Swiftly played back for Burley. Mariner going on, but finally finding Went the barrier. And a throw for Ipswich. John Walk with it. Paul Mariner. Nice ball played inside. Ian Moore's there. Walk crossing it, and Jackson's there again. Lovely ball played there inside Ian Moore's, it was, of Orient. But again, Jackson doing so well. Two sides that only met once before in the FA Cup. That was way back in 1950 at Orient when Ipswich won 2-1. Walk playing it short for Meeran. Now for Tibbett, the Welshman. On for Meeran again. In for Clive Woods. Running at Fisher. Having really frightened Orient there with a really aggressive run into their box. Coming onto the right foot, which in fact was the wrong one. Way off target. And Went not holding Weimark that time, and Walk finding Woods. Grealish hobbling a little, trying to get somewhere near Woods. Woods poking it through towards Mills. Burley with the shot and clearing that Orient crossbar. Well, the format is constant at the moment, that they are pushing men in there, they are getting in their shots. They're not really finding the target. Woods. Cross coming in again towards Weimark, and again, I think it was Roffey that time who got the good header in. Here's Kitchen. Just couldn't quite find Ian Moores, and here's more pressure for the Orient defence to soak up as Mills takes it up again. Burley outside him. Mills with the cross, and what a good one, and what a good fist away by Jackson. That was a lovely cross by Mills, always tempting somebody to come onto it, and always swinging that little bit away from the keeper. But Jackson again did so well. Muir. Well, is it a last gasp goal for Ipswich in this first half? Woods again with the cross, and it's a good one towards Mariner. Up he gets, and again the fists of Jackson. Moore's not getting it far away, and the shot in the end was over the top. So a goal kick for Orient. Crowd are booing the referee, and in fact there were some complaints by the Ipswich players there. They felt there was an Orient infringement in that area. I didn't see what it could possibly have been, and the referee paid no attention to it. And so yet again it's John Jackson taking a goal kick for Orient. And that's the last kick of the first half. First half of fighting in defence for Orient, which they've done supremely well. They've been quite unruffled by everything that Ipswich have flung at them, and there's been plenty. And of course John Jackson made a tremendous save from Kevin Beattie here, a really marvellous shot by him, left foot, which Jackson turned away superbly, really the highlight of the first half. But so far so good then for the second division side, Orient. Half-time then, we've got so much more to come on the big match today. The half-time here at Portman Road is Ipswich 0, Orient 0, and we'll be back with the second half. So Ralph Coates and Peter Kitchen get us away at the start of the second half as we welcome you back to Portman Road, 0-0 at half-time. Although you tend to think that it might well be another case of whether or not Orient's defence, good though it's been in the first 45 minutes, can hold on for another 45. Well, at the moment they are making strides forward with the Ralph Coates, and the interception there by Burley. Both sides in fact got to this fourth round having beaten third division sides in the previous round. Ipswich beating Carlisle 3-2 and Orient beating Bury by the same score. Back by Bill Roffey to John Jackson. If you're finding it difficult to see the ball, we apologise for that. Bobby Robson was saying before the game that he didn't feel that they could play with a white ball, and I gather that neither side was particularly happy with the very bright orange type of ball. It is also sometimes in use. And Wymark waiting in the middle for the cross with Woods and with Muren. And Paul went again there with a header. Here's Walk with a shot, deflected off Paul Went and knocked him cold. Well, Walk caught that, an absolute beauty. Paul Went wouldn't agree. I thought cold water on a day like this is the last thing anyone would want, but it's probably just what's required for Paul Went to bring him round and to battle on. He's had a really magnificent game. Beattie, Mariner, Walk. It's gone a long way, and no penalty given. No, the referee shaking his head. Well, that was real touch and go there. As Wymark went in there, the ball always seemed to be running away from Orient there, and Wymark went in. Down he went. And a brave decision that by the referee, and a hairline one as well. No penalty for Wymark. Free kick now for Ipswich, which provokes a few ironic cheers in the crowd. They really felt strongly about that penalty a moment ago. Mills now lining it up. Osman's gone forward. Beattie's in there, as you can see. It's Osman they're aiming for. Oh, my word! That's as close as he'll ever come to scoring without actually putting it into the back of the net. Osman, who'd made a good run. In fact, you saw him running past Mills as Mills was preparing to take that free kick. Ran on, and it was aimed by Mick Mills towards Beattie and Osman, and it was Osman's header. Well, it just nicked the base of the post. Skidding off there beyond Ian Moores. Linesman flagging that it's an Orient throw, which they thought it was. The referee saying no, it nicked off an Orient player, and I think Orient might have been slightly wrong-footed by that. This was Burley, and it's Woods now. Tries to fist away. Wymark might be able to nick it, but in fact Jackson plunged in there, could only push it out as far as Arnold Muren. And over the top she went. Another chance goes begging for Ipswich. Oh. Well, Beattie could be in trouble there. And it was a kick by Coates, who I think was genuinely going for the ball, but he miscalculated badly there. And in fact, kicked well over the ball and straight into Beattie. And Beattie, as you can see, is in a lot of pain there. Coates, well, he's not the sort of guy who would deliberately go over the top. I think it was a bad piece of judgment on his part, this incident here, which clearly causes a lot of pain for Kevin Beattie. So Coates at least is all right. But Beattie's all right to go on. Well, that's good news. Aim towards Mariner on the far side. It's Mariner's header. Woods getting in there, and it might come for Woods. In fact, it's Gray and Roffey who crowd him out again. Throw for Ipswich. Woods on that far touch line to see whether he can possibly worm his way past Roffey. Bill Roffey claiming that was an Orient throw. Well, that's certainly an Ipswich throw. Early with it, finding Woods. Now, interesting ball, that one. And nobody quite knows where it is for the moment. Now Walk does! Oh, just wide again. Those high up and unders on this frozen surface are always causing trouble, and that one left 3 or 4 players not quite sure where the ball was. And it came to Walk, who knew exactly where it was, and his aim, well, he was just no more than 6 inches out. Muren